Alright, hello everyone. This tutorial is for our augmented reality unit. I'm going to be showing you how to take your GIF file from Photoshop, turn it into a movie, and then upload it into the Aurasma Studio. So the first thing we're going to do is open up Chrome. And once we get into Chrome, we're going to go to the website onlineconvert.com. So this is a really cool website. It's free. You do a lot of great things. What we're going to do is we're going to come down here to where it says video converter, and we're going to select our target format. So this is asking us, what do we want to turn our file into? So we want it to be a QuickTime movie. So we're going to convert to MOV, and we're going to click on that. And now it's going to bring us to this next little page. And if we come down here, it says upload your video you want to convert to MOV. So we choose our file. And if I go to the desktop, I'm going to find one of these GIFs. So I'm going to choose this one. So I will say open. And it's now right here. You can see it. There it is, carnivalchallenge.gif. And I don't need to go in here and do anything with this. I can just come right down here really simply and click on convert file. It's now going to ask me where I want to download it to. There it is. It just popped right up. So I'm going to save it as this. I've already saved one as .move, so I'll just call this carnival-challenge1.move. And I don't need to tag it. This is new in Mavericks, the operating system. We haven't really talked about that, and so you don't really need to worry about that. So I'm going to save it to my desktop right here, and I'm going to click save. Oh, did something weird there. There we go. And as we can see, and we're in Chrome, it'll drop it right down there, and so it's also going to be on my desktop. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Aurasma Studio. So now basically if I were to open this up, I've changed it into a movie. So you can see, there it is. It's 1 second long, which is perfect. Alright, so we're now going to go into Aurasma, and there it is right there, studio.aurasma.com, and we're going to log in. Now, this is where your digital citizenship is going to come into play. We're going to be using a common username and password, and actually this is my username and password that I use for a number of projects I've done at school. And so it's very important that you understand that this is a shared space, that we're working together with other people and other students collaboratively to create this really cool channel of auras. And so you need to make sure that when you're going in there, you're respecting that and you're using it responsibly. So Kincaid is the username, and Kincaid006 is the password. So Kincaid is the username, Kincaid006 is the password, and I'm going to click login. And now when we get login, it's going to have this whole content tutorial. We don't need to worry about that. I'm going to give you the tutorial right here. But if you ever want to come in here by yourself and kind of read through it, you can do that. So over here now is our options. Okay, the first thing we need to do is enter our trigger image. So this is going to be your artwork that you had created when you took the picture of it with your phone. That's going to be your trigger image. So if I click here and I click on trigger images, up here at the top where it says add, I'm going to click on add. And now I'm going to call it what we always call all our files, your class and then your name. So let's say I'm in 2A and I'll just say Jeff. There we go. That's what I'm going to call this. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to click on Browse, and I'm going to find the original image. And so let's just say that, let me find one here. That's a JPEG. Alright, I'll use this one, the Master of Disaster. I'm going to use this picture as my trigger image. So I clicked on it. Now you see nothing's here. You won't see anything here until you click save, which is kind of backwards if you ask me. But you click save, and once you click save, then it's going to show up. Alright? And you don't really need to worry about any of these masking tools right now. So basically, it's going to pop up. There's our trigger image. And so now I'm going to say close. And now we have our trigger image. Now, it should be in here. So these are all the trigger images that are in this Kincaid channel right now. And so if I come right here, I can see that 2A Jeff is now in the trigger image folder. Perfect. Step 1. We're done. Now I close that. Now I need to put in my overlay. The overlay is the movie you just created. Okay? So it's the folder. You can see that we have one in here from Strader already, which is really cool. And I'll probably be showing that to you in class. And Tyler has put his in here as well, which is also very cool. So I'm going to, again, click on Add, and I'm going to call this, what do you think I'm going to call it? I'm going to call it 2A Jeff. There we go. Simple. And it's okay that it's the same name because this is saving it in a different place. This is an overlay. It's not a trigger image. So we want them to be matched together with the same name. So 2A Jeff, it's a video. That's the type I'm going to choose. And so I'm going to click Browse. And I'm going to come here on the desktop, and remember I saved it as Carnival Challenge Movie right there, number 1. So I'm going to click on that and say Open. Now again, it's going to do the same thing here. You're not going to see it until you press Save, which again to me is backwards, but hey, we'll survive. I click on Save, and as soon as it processes it, try saying that fast, you'll see, there it is, there's the movie. Carnival Challenge. Now make sure you have it on loop, because if you don't have it on loop, it's just going to play it once and be done. Okay, we want it to play over and over and over again. So I have it on loop. There we go. And now I say close. Perfect. Now step 2 is done. I have my trigger image and I have the overlay. I have them both in the folders. Now I need to put them together. So now I go to auras right here, and now I'm going to say add an aura. So now I come into Add Aura, and now we have all these different places where we can select. So I'm going to come to this first one that says Aura Details. The name of it, you guessed it, I'm going to call it 2A Jeff. Trigger image, I'm going to select my trigger image. Now it's going to give me the trigger image files. Well, I know mine's 2A Jeff. There we go. Now the channel, we're going to put them all on the Kincaid channel. Just like that. It's the only one that comes down, Kincaid channel. Time restrictions, we don't have to worry about that. So we can close this top one. And now we can come to overlays. I'm going to add an overlay. So there it is, 2A Jeff. It's very simple. Each one's 2A Jeff, 2A Jeff, 2A Jeff. So you can see right here, that's kind of what it looks like, which is great. Perfect. So I don't really need to do anything down here. Now basically, if I look over here, you see how it says when overlay is double tapped it'll go full screen? You can keep that on there. That's fine. If you want to get rid of that, you can get rid of that, but I just say leave that. Okay. There's some different things we can do down here, but we're not going to worry about that right now. So just basically just leave that, and now I'm going to click Save, and now I can close it. So now our aura is finished, and I'll know that because if I come in here and I look, I can see here's the aura, 2A Jeff. The trigger image is 2A Jeff. It's on the Kincaid channel, and it has one overlay. It's all ready to go. So that is how you take your GIF from Photoshop, turn it into a movie, and then put it into the Aurasma Studio to create your aura. If you have any questions, as always, you can email me, text me, call me, come by the classroom. Be happy to help you out. All right? Thanks.